Yeah, let's talk about modern monetary theory. I recently started studying the modern monetary theory because, as you know, recently because of the pandemic, then the economics got stuck, and a lot of world governments in the world they started the first reactions to print more money. And according to the traditional economics point of view, when you print more money, then inflation will just come. And I want to really understand these dynamics. Then I discover one very interesting theory. It's called MMT, Modern Monetary Theory. It's a theory that developed around 2 decades ago. Then it never get mainstream and got a lot of criticism. It's quite controversial, but it does explain the modern monetary, how modern monetary works quite well. And like in economics, there's always controversial, always different schools of thought, and it just doesn't like physics. I'm a physicist. In physics, everything it's I think it's at least less controversial. You definitely can argue that the string theory, some quantum mechanics, how you interpret things, those parts are also controversial. Have a lot of different schools of thought. But good thing about physics is we always can use experiments to prove your theory. If your theory couldn't be proved or it's not provable, we just don't consider that real physics. But in economics, that's much harder because the system is so complex. Let's just go back to our topics. Why modern monetary theory, how monetary works, is so difficult? Just because it's a super complex system. Now the modern monetary, it has so many different tools. For example, Fed, central banks, and the private banks, local banks, and also interest rates, deficits, surplus to the foreign countries, foreign exchange rates, and gold standards, or not. Many different factors that you need to consider. So they just because of such complex things, such complexity, it really prevents that people, even experts, to understand the whole picture of it. So that's why it creates so many different schools of thought, so many different controversy things because of those complexity. So because when you couldn't see the whole picture, you will need to guess. You will need to assume many things to connect your points in the picture, and this when the controversial starts. So modern monetary theory, I think so far I studied for quite intensely recently, and I think it's a very good way to explain things. But it definitely I see some flaws of it, and I'm planning to make a theory about modern monetary theories in the future. I probably will share a lot of my thoughts and something I think that's good and some criticisms to modern monetary theory. And that's super interesting. And I think you definitely will like to understand it more because it's about your money. It's about how you can interpret those quantitative easing or the money that's being printed, how you can react in terms of your financial decisions. That's important things to know. So, yeah, if you would like to receive more videos about modern monetary theories, don't forget to subscribe this channel. I will make a playlist about this and just to release more videos about that. That's super cool. And other than that, take care. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.